I'm going to go over two tickers, starting with the more expensive one first, the E-mini futures. We ended the day at $5,391.25, up 1.68%. To the north side from where we are takes us to one level of resistance and a potential take profit area at 54.3350. Above that, at 3 standard deviations and another level of resistance and another potential take profit area, 54.6550. And should we be so lucky as to get to this level, do not hold your breath, 54.9925. And if we do get here, I will anticipate a pullback as people take their profits and run. They will lock in and they will leave. Now to the south side, takes us back to the middle of the trend and the baseline and one level of support, and that is roughly 53.6775. If we hit this line, I will anticipate a bounce off of that, or we can just grind sideways. But right now, the 5-minute time frame shows that we are still in an upward channel. VWAP is in the blue line, 53.3629. And if we get to here, this could be support, this could be support, many levels of support between -2 and 2 standard deviations. Anything outside of that, above these areas, are for me a clear sell signal, and down here a clear buy signal or a stop loss area. Now, at -2 standard deviations, 5,300. -3 standard deviations and another potential buy-in area, 52.6550. And don't hold your breath for this level, but if we do, there will be a bounce for sure at 52.33. Now looking left, you can see there was a buy-in here at support, support, close enough, support here, support as well. We don't always hit the lines, but when we do, you can expect a movement. And if we're down here, that would be a movement to the upside. And this line, if we're down here, will turn into resistance, and sometimes we'll just grind along that channel or finally just break through. All right, now let's take you to the 1 hour, but right now it's turning down on the 5. Not the 1 hour, I meant the daily. Option R to reset. So what has been happening on the daily? It has been forever since I looked at this. All right, we are at support, at least one level of support. The VWAP does not work on a bigger time frame. So we are right here. From where we are, this is resistance at 54.4950. And should we be so lucky to get to this level, 56.5925, but that is not on Monday. That won't happen, maybe some other point down the road. And you can see when we were up here, this is support, running up, hit support again, running up, and then we just sliced through. And then we hit support and bounced, made an attempt to go up, but didn't get there. And then bounced off support, and then down here, and then bounced again. All right, there is, oh, apparently the last time I did a video on this was on December 27th, 2023, when the price was $48.40. So congrats if you've been in it down here and, you know, made your way back up. But this ticker is not very gappy compared to other tickers, like the triple Qs or SPY. All right, so that we went up, so that means we're going to touch on the way down. I have no idea when it's going to happen, but the likelihood of it happening is pretty good. We've already started to fall so much. But keep in mind, we are still moving in an upward channel. Could we wick down here and close it out? Absolutely. Actually, we probably should. That way this thing does not haunt us in the future. Just rip off the Band-Aid, get there, and be done. Note the bounce here off of support. And where else? Yeah. Let's take a look at this. Oh, what does the RSI say? Well, we're turning up on the RSI, excuse me, as I yawn. I need to hang it up here. All right, so this is the weekly time frame. It's going to give you different buy and sell signals. But if you like to go long, one window would be 55.95, and to the south side back to an area we've been would take us to roughly 48.2350. Bounce off support. I'm just showing and pointing out the clear area of support. And if we're down here and we go up, that is a clear area of resistance. So that's the weekly. RSI again turning up, the monthly, and we're going down. Why are we going down? Well, look at this. I don't care what the news is. It could coincide with what is happening in the economy with tariffs and everything else, or it could just be because look at that. Market makers know we've hit a high. They want to sell out and sell and get out, and look what they do. They did. So that scares people to get out as well and go short. And if this is resistance up here and we hit this is support and we could bounce, but this is turning down, so I think there's going to be more bleeding to do, and then we're going to go up. Here is the support area, resistance, support, a run up to resistance. Oh, what is here? Why do I have this marked out? Yeah, I don't know. I should investigate because I normally mark these out on a different time frame. Okay, that is it for the E-mini futures. Let's go to NVDA very quickly. Let's go to the 5 minutes since I've done this recently, but I'm just going to go over this ticker on the 5 to give you Monday's price action. And next week the market is closed on Friday for Easter. All right. Weird. I already marked this out, but let me do it again. 110, 99, nope, 93 I meant. And let me change the color because I'm keeping the color purple for the entire year. Ignore the horizontal purple lines. Those are previous middle of the trend lines that have turned into either support or resistance. All right, middle of the trend. Let's mark it out. If I can find it right here. Okay, we are going to be at 111.94. And look, I've marked out this middle of the trend line previously. And look how much price has fallen in line with this. Hit this and fell down. From down here, that is resistance. And then turns into resistance again, made it up a little bit, fell back down, busted through resistance, and slowly making our way up. And then here's the same thing, and then we respected this, touched it, and fell down. All right, let's give you price action. Besides the 111.94. 118.42, back to an area we've been previously, roughly 121.82, and don't hold your breath, 124.93. I'm not even sure if you should hold your breath for this one since we're so far down, but you never know. Could be some fake news that comes out. Okay, 105.33 support, another level of support and a stop loss area, 102.18 and 98.65. And I missed most of the previous week's lows because I have been slammed and busy, and I'm still going to be busy this upcoming week. Of course, I hope I haven't really missed all of it. I don't think so. I think there's still room to go to the downside. But you never know. Things could turn on a dime. So we went up, and this is going to take us to the downside. So if you like to go short, keep this in mind. That will take us to where? Let me mark it out. That will close out at roughly, now let's just move it to that, red, to indicate a gap to the south side, 96.69. And then we have a gap here at 87.11, 85.78. I would rather buy down here. But if you're buying up here and you're just day trading, you get in, get up, get out, and then wait for it to, slowly go down if you think it is going to go down. But right now on the 5, we are still in an upward channel in general. But can we wick down here if, the day, Monday passes towards the end of the day and where we could just slam down and then go back up. But note the clear area of resistance and then a slam down, a clear area of support, and we ride up. This touched this box, which is a gap fill, and look how it respected this and then got bought up, because that line turns into support on the way down. All right, I know I trade differently than probably most people, and it probably makes no sense to you, but I cannot trade any other way. Okay, this one is taking us to 120.54 down the road, and that could possibly, well, when could it hit? Conservatively, let's take a look. I mean, we could get into this area, but so that could be, oh, maybe next week, but right here, April the 16th, touching the middle of the trend line. We'll have to see. So that's 120.54, and the bottom line touches at 118.86. I was talking to a friend, and he is deep into this, and even if this thing tanked more, he is so right side up because he bought in so cheaply. So happy for him. Okay, what else? That's closed. Yeah, everything else looks clean and dandy for now. Wait, what's this? Okay, it's done. All right, that is a look at the ES and, oh, that's way down here, NVDA. If there is a ticker you would like me to go over, let me know. Otherwise, have a great trading week.